pleased to be here and honored to have you in this wonderful state. Taro, how are you?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy to have the kind of the wide audience, and then please patient for a while to make a presentation and an opening of the entire session to provide our understanding, our basic direction toward this future.
Right.
So let us start from the presentation of our understanding of the market. So based on this kind of the understanding, we will go for providing our vision or future, and then we will have the kind of the common understanding as the basis of the sessions we will have. Right. So first question is that what is happening into this telecom market? As you can see in the Mobile World Congress, the industry is rapidly changing from the past to the future, and we are of course in the mid of the long journey. But we see a couple of challenges our industry is facing. So Ruben, could you explain on our understanding of this industry?
I'll try to do my best because there are a lot of challenges in parallel. So we have put 7, but we can talk about 10 or even more. We are continuously talking about operational efficiency, and basically it's a new wave of IT simplification and how to automate all the things around. In parallel, we are putting a special focus on decoupling the business from the networks. I mean, network is one thing. We have to be more efficient in the network and to act as an enabler for the rest of the business, but we have to put the focus specifically also in the business. We continue consolidating the sector. I don't know which is the magical number, 3, 4, the number of operators per country, but we are still moving around and trying to consolidate to get a more profitable and more competitive business in the telco sector. And we are moving. We are moving from connectivity to digital services, and one is one of the topics from today, how to enable this digital business through technology. Customer continues being in the center. Okay, so we continue building meaningful experiences for our customer, and we like to say that we are not talking anymore about the traditional telco companies, but tech companies that are enabling digital services, new open ecosystems, and so on. And obviously, we are in an era where we have to take care about consumption, social care responsibility, compliance, so it's about sustainability too.
So we are facing that kind of the so complex challenges. So as NTT Data, we are a kind of the system integrator, but we have go more to tackle to the challenges, right? So on our foresight, based on this kind of the market understanding, so one question here is that how network connectivity plus IT redefining the value to the market. So we see a lot of opportunity combining the network and the IT. So historically, network area and IT area are so far away and do independently, and providing a lot of value to the industry. But now it's changing. So we see a lot of overlapping area between network and IT, and opening up the new domain, new business as well.
Yeah, as you have said, Taro, frontiers have been totally ruled due to the new yield, let me say. But the first question is, is this profitable business? And well, the opportunity is there. We are talking about $20 billion for this year around 5G and connectivity services. But the numbers may be close to the $1 trillion in some years more. Which is the challenge? Is the revenue is there, but the cost is also there. So we have a lot of capex to invest in. The growth in the last year has been more or less 80% comparing to the previous one, and we are taking more or less 30%, 20-30% of the revenues to invest again in the infrastructure in the network. So again, the critical part is about how do we get the return of investment, and this is what we're going to talk today. Okay, maybe there is an uncomfortable truth. It's this is not about the G. First of all, because we have been living the 2, 3, 4, and now the 5G. So my question to you is, Taro, have you paid more for the 2, 3, 4G?
Wow. In the past, 2G, 3G, 4G is nothing. So for me, it's just a communication tool, and I don't want to pay money for that. anymore.
So maybe it's not about the G, it's about the services that we provide with the G, and it's about the digital services again. Well, now good news, because we are pretty sure that with 5G, really the 5 is a little different, okay? Because enables us a different ecosystem that we have to take care of. First of all, we are talking about mainly cloud-native networks, okay? And the challenge is how to bring the capabilities to the edge and to be more competitive in terms of generating
Yeah,
use
here's the
cases.
catch. So 5G is nothing, so no more the kind of the communication infrastructure, but it is a kind of the basis of the new digital-based technologies and business and solutions, all kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's what we have to act. We have to take also advantage of the previous networks and the combination and the stop of the vendor blockage. So we are switching from a monolithic network to an open network that combines multiple technologies, and this is one of the things that Open Run enables to us.
Yeah, so a very important point is open. So, historically, the network has been dominated and, let's say, locked by vendors. But now, thanks to the open architecture and open technology, it's opening up to everyone to create a new ecosystem and providing the more value on top of the pure connectivity, right?
It's the era for open network, open ecosystem, open innovation, and we'll see it also with the use cases that our colleagues will present. It's also about sustainability. Virtualization of the functions, reducing the hardware makes that
So
much more
sustainability is a kind of the, buzzword, but a very essential keyword, right? So we are going to have the sustainability session afterwards, right?
Perfect. And that's why we have also more intelligent networks that are able to be changing automatically the parameters to get this efficient in terms of operation and maintenance.
So as we see, so 5G is not the name of the technology. 5G is a kind of the dynamism toward the future. So digitalized and kind of the, connectivity-based something. So we are going to provide a solution. Okay.
And indeed, it's not only one network. That's what net slicing allows to add. It's about how can we build also almost a specific networks in one single one, combining the net slice. And the critical thing is how do we monetize and orchestrate all the capabilities around the network to really face the use cases that will bring us the value back.
Yes. Monetization is also the very important keyword. So network is not more than the, no more than the cost to the, it's a source of the new money flow generator, right?
And there is also one last beautiful message. Sorry for the telecom engineers like me, but this is not only about network. I was talking with some of the CTOs in the last months, and what they told us is, okay, this is not about network itself anymore, obviously with the network relying on that, but it's about how do we integrate different technologies, artificial intelligence, data management, IoT, in a really complex ecosystem of the network that on the other side is being simplified because of the capabilities of 5G to really create these meaningful use cases that will give us the return of investment back.
Okay, so let's go to the, our approach to the, this kind of the huge opportunity. So we call this our approach, end-to-end approach. So, okay, Ruben, could you explain our end-to-end approach in detail using this slide?
Yeah, I think that we have been talking about network and the infrastructure and technology is really critical for us, but not only, because it has to be enabled by good operations. So we are also facing managed services and managed operations and how to automate and really make it more sustainable and efficient. So that's why we also put effort in how do we optimize and operate the network. Technology is still the key and it's really in the middle, but not only about the technology itself, but how do we create the business on top of that. So we consider that the combination of analyzing the business, creating the use cases, understanding the technology that will enable these use cases, and then make the operation sustainable and efficient is the key to get the value from that.
So a very important point is technology is just a midpoint of the entire journey, right? So starting from the business design, business analysis, strategy, let's say, and then we are slightly moving to the technology side, designing the technology, define the technology, and then combine as a, let's say we are integrators, so we are integrate all of the kind of the technology solutions to achieve the goal, initial goal of the project, right? So in that sense, we need to take care about the operation, right? So day 0, day 1, it's also important, but the day 2, day operation to achieve the goal, generate a value that initially designed. So this is a kind of the end-to-end, right?
Yeah. That is, and it's not only an end-to-end, let me say, in the telecom arena, it's also an end-to-end when we consider that it's a cross-sectoral approach. We are talking about giving value to the market, and the market is not a standalone on the telco side, but how the telco combined with other industries are able to generate the value to the market. We will see some examples with our colleagues in industry, minery, transportation, many other industries that are working together with the CSPs to provide or to get this value really from the 5G technology.
Okay. From the market, we have been recognized as a system integrator. So let's say Gartner report always classify NTT Data as system integrator, but we are providing more. So I want to say we are end-to-end strategic partner. So someone from Gartner? No? Yeah. So
like that.
So this is our message to the market. So we are not a mere system integrator, but we are doing more.
And this is our approach. It's not mainly based on one specific pillar, but how do we combine different capabilities that we have as a company. First of all, because this is about how do we get the go-to-market and how to reduce the time to market and how to provide the use cases as fast as possible in a coherent way. That's why we need to combine not only the technological capabilities that we have as an integrator, but also how do we help the CSPs, first of all, to identify the use cases that are profitable. Second thing is about, okay, how do we transform these use cases into something that is feasible with the implementation of the network and the network technologies, and finally, how do we establish the ecosystem to generate the services together with third parties? Because again, this is about an open ecosystem, cannot be solved in a monolithic way, and needs a collaboration environment where entity data plays as an integrator of all these different parts.
So I want to make a short explanation using this slide. And so we see the 5G market in the very, so it's a very rough understanding of the 5G market, but at the left side is 5G for the CSPs. So CSPs, it's an inevitable transformation from 4G to 5G, and we are going to support this huge movement using our open and disaggregated network solution stack. So this is the technology side of the support of the business. But you see the right-hand side, this is a kind of a new market, emerging market that enabled by the 5G technology. So now the enterprise need to have some connectivity-based solutions to achieve the business goal and to solve the business issues, problems. So we see the kind of the emerging market as well. So here's the catch. So you see direct go-to-market with CSPs, hybrid go-to-market with CSPs. So our clients, telecom operators, need to go into the right-hand side using the 5G technology as well, right?
I think it's an important concept, Taro-san, because when we were talking some years ago about pure connectivity, it's a business mainly oriented to the CSPs, directly providing the services to the third parties, regardless of the sector. One of the things is that we are approaching the market in a different way. Okay. All of you have been hearing about 5G private networks, so the clients on the corporate side also start to want their own network based on the 5G technologies, but this is a network that finally has to be also interconnected with the whole network ecosystem, with the backhauling and the rest of the network, so also needs a CSP to provide this integration and this interoperability. And this is why we need to play two different games. It's on one side, enabling the business and helping the CSPs to generate new business directly to these industries, providing the use cases, generating platforms to accelerate the go-to-market, and integrating all the different technologies on top of the 5G. And on the other side, we, for sure, will continue supporting the CSPs in deploying the networks in a more efficient way, in automating the operations, virtualization, and taking advantage of all the capabilities that we have just seen about the 5G technology.
So, we are focusing on the kind of the solution side of the business, right? So here the private network, edge computing, all kind of the 5G technologies are just a technology enabler, and our ultimate goal is to contribute to the industries solving the issue. Yeah. So we call it industry solution. So it's a vertically combined solution to the enterprise market. So. Yeah. Here, 5G is just a technology, name of the technology, right?
Yeah, it's a whole ecosystem full of different topics that had to be solved. You have been mentioning about cloud and edge, and it's also, again, an ecosystem where different players have to play the deal. Hyperscalers are working closely with telcos, also needs the integration with their infrastructures, so this is also a role that integrators like us should play. One of the things is understanding the telecom market is still a must, not a need, but a must. That's why getting close, having a long history of understanding the telecom market, working closely with the CSPs is our mantra in our future. And this is how do we understand this ecosystem that we will show, by the way, with different use cases that my colleagues there will share with you.
So today we will have the panel session, to explain this kind of the right-hand side of the picture. So what entity data is doing with the partners, with the clients, so to make it happen. So so we will have the very interesting session as the following session, right?
Yeah. This is just food for thought. As a summary, I think the opportunity is there. We have been seeing that the revenues are coming and will continue coming with exponential growth. Be careful because this is all about the return of investment, and this is what we are seeing. Monolithic stacks and legacies will coexist with open approaches, for sure. But the technology and the new features of the network enables us to combine these technologies in a more coherent way. It's not only about telco. It's about industry-specific knowledge coming or being combined with the CSP knowledge to really generate these meaningful use cases that will bring the money back. Critical.
Entity data has a lot of excellent industry clients. So combining telecom industry to other industries, that makes happen. So this is also the value of the entity data. So we think it's very important to have that kind of the new business ecosystem. So 5G as a kind of the enabler to make it happen. Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe last one. If I have to choose two words, it's about open and ecosystem, as you have said. Okay.
Open ecosystem.
It's open, and the architecture is network architecture is thought for that. And it's an ecosystem because there are a lot of participants that will have to play a role in this amazing journey with 5G.
Sorry to interrupt. So, could you conclude? So this is just an opening speech. So the following session we will provide more and more and story based on the real market. So thanks to the partners and the clients. So entity data is continuously generating the value. So it's a long journey, but we are always enjoying this exciting journey. So thanks for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Taro-san, for being here with me and showing this amazing journey to all the scenario. Thanks so much.
Thank you much.